Good afternoon and welcome to Edgbaston for this 5-5 match between England and Australia. 5 overs being played this afternoon as one of cricket's greatest rivalries is renewed. The Ashes series set to begin tomorrow. This is our tribute to it. We'll be doing one of these matches for every test in the Ashes. But covering an entire test match would be a bit burdensome, so we're only doing 5 overs here. There is the toss, Australia calling tails, and the result is heads in favor of England. And the home team making their choice, and the choice is to bat. So here we go, a beautiful day, and a sold-out, or near sold-out crowd here at Edgbaston as the players make their way onto the field. Josh Hazlewood, the first bowler here for Australia. Roy and Butler, the opening partnership for England. And they'll kick things off with a single. Goes to Adam Zampa. And that'll bring up Josh Butler as the active batsman. We are glad to have you with us for this historic moment. Of course, it's always history made when the Ashes take place. That ball goes wide. And hopefully we see quite a good series in real life and in this simulation, but these will just be 5 over matches. A bit shorter, quite a bit shorter. 5 overs compared to 5 days. This is picked up by Zampa again, halfway through the over. Sent to offside and down to the third man. Just a single. And it's Roy back on strike. Yep. Down it goes and away to the battery for 4. And the first boundary of the match. And the final ball of the over coming in here. And you will find... Oh, he's got him there! He's most definitely got him there! LBW! And quite the ending to the over. I should mention, and I should have mentioned this earlier, a 5 over match only has 5 outs, 5 wickets, 5 batsmen. So England already using one of theirs as Jason Roy is replaced by Dawid Malan. Mitchell Stark, the next bowler for Australia. England 1 for 7 at the end of the first over. Run rate of 7 as Butler gets things started, and he'll send it quite far, but Pat Cummins will catch up to it. That'll be 2 as it goes back to the bowler's end. England 1 for 9. Quite a bounce there from Stark, and it goes not very far. It goes to slips. Swing and a miss right to the keeper. And just a lucky bounce there that it didn't impact the stumps. As we come to the halfway point of the second over, you will find that this goes incredibly fast. But away this goes between square leg and mid-wicket. And that'll be 4 more. Josh Butler, 7 runs off 7 balls. Dawid Malan yet to face a single ball. Down the ground it goes, straight away. And it's going to be close here, perhaps. Sent right to the wicket, but he was there in time. And Malan now on strike for England. He will be for the final ball of the over, the final delivery. And that'll be one more to close out the second over. England 1 for 15. Pat Cummins, the pace bowler, coming in, the third bowler of the day for Australia. England 1 for 15. He's caught it, but the batsman staying in the crease, saving his hide, so to speak. Sent away to the third man. And one more. Next delivery coming to Joss Butler. And it is easily stopped. Halfway through the third over, the next delivery might have gone wide, and the wicketkeeper having to reach high to stop it. Indeed, it is wide, an extra run and an extra ball for the English. Oh, what a hit that is! And that is way past the boundary, into the stands. And it's gone for 6. And that is the first maximum of the match. England now 1 for 23. Joss Butler with quite a hit. 14 from 10. Can he do it again? He's put quite a lot of force on that one. Past cover and mid-off. But Hazelwood will stop it from the boundary. Going back to the keeper. And it's 3 more for the English side. And perhaps a bit of an offensive rally here for the home team as the final delivery of the third over comes in. And it definitely has got all the way, racing right to the boundary. 3 overs down, 2 to go in the English innings, and Adam Zampa now coming in, the wrist spin bowler. Not as much of a run-up as his predecessors. We'll see how that strategy impacts the match. And this will be an easy catch. And maybe it'll be quite advantageous. First ball of the over, Joss Butler gone. 17 runs from 12 balls. His total. And Johnny Bairstow coming in as the new batsman. England 2 for 30. Remember, you only get 5 wickets in a 5-over match. That may be a rule you become quite acquainted with as the summer goes on. Right now, England trying to boost their total. Oh, that's a good hit. And it'll bounce, but it'll still... No, it stopped. And for a second there, I thought it had gone all the way. But at the last moment, it stopped. And it's just 2 for England. He's put quite a lot of power on this one. It'll go straight away. Soaring for 6. 122 yards, the distance on that hit. Oh, that's got to be another one. He's got to run. Might be a bit questionable. One more there for England. Umpire says no. And we may go to the DRS on this one. We are. Let's have a look. Pitches in line. Impact in line. And it's going to be the umpire's call here. I'd say that part of it did hit. But he says no. So the call stands. And the final delivery of the over coming in. Bit of excitement there, bit of controversy as the 4th over comes to its end. England 2 for 39 as we see a replay of all the deliveries and their pathways, respectively. Marcus Stoinis will be the last bowler for the Australian side as the last over gets underway. Remember, we're only playing 5. You're going to get used to that if you continue to follow our coverage throughout this summer. And the first ball of the over sent away to the boundary by Johnny Bairstow, and it just happens to be the first ball he's faced. Right to the keeper. Just a bit of impact there, didn't go very far. Next delivery coming in from Stoinis. Yep. Sent down, mid-wicket. And just one. To bring us to the halfway point of this over. Of this final over, swing and a miss. Missing off stump there. He'll connect on this one and he'll send it high and far. And he'll send it out of the ground. England 2 for 50. And there's time for one more big hit. On the final delivery of the innings, let's see what Milan can do. He'll send it down square leg, down mid-wicket. And it'll be 2. And the final total for the English, 2 wickets, 52 runs, and we'll take a look at the highlights from their innings, because why not? There's Roy. And the first wicket of the match, the leg. Here's Butler. And you get to see a lot of interesting angles in these replays as well. Once again, would like to thank you for joining us. And this was from Zampa. His strategy perhaps a bit questionable, but it paid off in the end with that catch. The second wicket of the innings. And once again, we are so glad that you have joined us as these highlights come to an end and we prepare for Australia's innings to get underway. Let's take a look at the scorecard. England finishing 2 for 52. Mallon and Bairstow, the last standing partnership. There you see the statistics for the bowlers. And the overall, as the Australian side, the Australian batsmen, I should say, make their way out. It's going to be Wokes, the first bowler for England. Warner and Finch starting things off for Australia. 53 runs from 30 balls needed, and away we go. It'll just be a single as it's sent near gully and point. Aaron Finch now on strike as the Australian innings gets underway. Picked up now by mid-off. And once again a single. They've got to keep the run rate low. 53. Well, if they only score 1 run per ball, it'll be easy to maintain, but it can be quite unpredictable in these limited overs matches, especially with overs as limited as this, only 5. But a good start at least for England. And this one doesn't go very far at all. Connects, and it misses the keeper, and nobody's going to catch up to it, and that's going to be 4. First boundary of the innings for Australia here. And the final ball of the over coming in. It'll go right to the keeper. Australia none for 6 at the end of the first over. Current run rate of 6, and Moeen Ali, the next bowler for the English side, the double world champions, both T20 and One Day International. And they'll be looking to defend that ODI world title later this fall in India. Away that one goes, and right to the boundary, right past the boundary, I should say. Soaring, racing, all the way into the grandstand. Oh, could that be one? That is. You've got to keep your wits about you. And the keeper was just right behind him. We might go to the review on this one, but I guess not. Aaron Finch dismissed, 4 balls, 5 runs, and Mitch Marsh will be his replacement. Straight into the air, and beginning to lose its speed. Back to the keeper, and that'll be 2 for Australia. They need 41 from 20. We're already a third of the way through their innings. Is this another one? It is! And the keeper coming in handy here. That's 2 in 1 over. Josh Butler will be hailed as a hero if the English manage to pull this one through in the first game of our 5-over Ashes series. That'll be a duck for Mitch Marsh, and Glenn Maxwell coming in, the new batsman for Australia. 2 wickets and 3 balls. Yes. And all the fielders crowding the inside, which can make it interesting when things like this happen. Took quite a bit of time to catch up there. And at the end of the second over, Australia 2 for 15. Adil Rashid, the new bowler for England. 18 balls to go, 38 runs needed for the Australian side. This one will go right to the keeper, missing off stump. Got him! Or rather, he may have gotten himself. Glenn Maxwell is the 3rd wicket. And the Australian game seems to be falling apart. Steve Smith, the next man into the crease. But the question is, how long will he stay there? It's been a rather unlucky day for Australian batsmen. 3 wickets down, 2 to go. Halfway through the innings at this point, 38 from 15 needed. And even if they don't get those last 2 wickets, I think England have kept the score low enough. There's one more single, but it's going to be 37 for 14 now. Can it be done? Of course it can. There are always 6s, and this may be one of those right here. Definitely a maximum right into the stands. And maybe Australia could still be in this one after all. That 6 going for 105 yards. Can he do it again? It'll bounce, but it'll be 4. And at the end of the 3rd over, Australia 3 for 26. This afternoon at Edgbaston, which played host to one of the greatest moments of all time back in 2005. Of course, involved in that series was Shane Warne, who we dedicate this broadcast to as we remember him in the first Ashes series since his death. That'll be 4 more for Australia. The greatest leg spin bowler of all time, the legacy of number 350 living on in all our hearts. Taken there by square leg. Or perhaps fine leg. But back to the match at hand. 23 from 9. With each ball that goes by, it's getting harder for Australia. That's the thing with these 5-over matches. You're in an intense situation for the entire innings. You don't have that much time to complete the chase, although that'll go for 4. Stopped here. And one more delivery here for Jordan. He definitely charged this one up. Smith sends it for a boundary. Australia 3 for 38 at the end of the 4th over. They need 15 runs from 6 balls. Timo Mills will be the last bowler this afternoon for England. Can Australia pull out the victory? Straight away, that'll go for 6. And it's a good start to the final over. 9 from 5 needed. 59 yards on that maximum. It's not very far, but it's good enough. Down the ground. And it's lucky that he's there, because this will be a single. What a crowd we have this afternoon at Edgbaston. 8 from 4 needed for Australia to win this first match. Away it'll go. And all the way. And they just need one more of those, and they'll have succeeded. 4 from 3. Will Steve Smith end it here? Not quite yet. It'll be stopped. But still, this is going to be very good for Australia. They're going for one more. And one more they shall get. 3 for 52. They just need one. 1 from 2. Disregard what it says there. It's 1 from 2 needed. And this is the moment. Oh! He's dropped it, but it still doesn't go that far. Are we headed to a super over? Or will Australia pull out the win on the last ball? Here we go. Timo Mills with one more delivery. And it goes right to the keeper. That's one. And that's the last ball of regulation. And I believe we're going to a super over. 1 from 2 needed for Australia. They couldn't get it done. And now, here we go. You never see this. You don't see it that often, at least. But would you believe this? There it is. Scores level. England 2 for 52. Australia 4 for 52. And we'll be here for just a little while longer. Australia to bat first in this super over. 6 balls to determine a winner here, and it's a bit of an echo, although this is not against New Zealand. It's a bit of an echo from that July day in 2019 at Lord's. Perhaps one of the greatest triumphs in the history of English cricket, and Warne will send this one away to the boundary straight away to begin. The majority of the fielders on the inside. Yes. But what a hit that is. Nobody's going to catch up to that one. And straight away, one more boundary. Good start here for Warne. He'll send this one away too. And it'll bounce, but it'll go into the stands anyways. 3 straight boundaries. Finch not even getting a chance to bat, but a victory, I don't think he'd care that much. As Warne sends it away once again. And that's 4 straight 4s. What a chase this is gonna be for the English. That's a swing and a miss. That goes right to the keeper. So they'll have a bit of leeway there. And now the final delivery of the super over coming in here from Wokes. Will it be stopped? Yes, it will. And this 5-over match has become a 6-over match. They'll stay at Australia's final total of this super over. No wickets. Not that it matters. 18 runs. 18, the score to beat for England. 19 off 6 needed in this first match of the 5-over Ashes. Jason Roy and Joss Butler will be the partnership with the weight of the... How do I say this? The weight of the homeland on their shoulders, if you will. Here we go! Yep. And straight away down the ground. A good start here for Roy. And perhaps Australia will have a match here. By which I mean meeting their match. There's still a bit of a chance. 15 from 5 needed. Good start. He hooks it off the bounce and nobody's going to catch up to that one. It's sent down. Point and cover. In between for 4 more. 11 from 4 needed. What a finish this is as we begin our Ashes series. 11 from 3, that'll be stopped. And now it'll be a bit more difficult. Yes. This will just be a single, I think. And they can do with a boundary on this next delivery, but they must go for 6 on the one succeeding that. 10 from 2. Sent away, and it's going to be stopped, and it's going to be a win for Australia. The final ball, a simple formality, but I believe they will go ahead with it anyways. 9 from 1 needed. An unreachable total. But just to see what happens, a swing and a miss. And the final score. Or rather, yeah. Australia winning the super over by 8 runs. 18 to 10. As we begin, whoops, sorry about that, wrong button. As we begin our Ashes series, we thank you so much for watching. We'll be continuing through this. We'll be back at Lord's Cricket Ground on Tuesday, June 27th. But until then, farewell. Tomorrow we hope to bring you the Canadian Grand Prix, but that may or may not happen. Until the next time we see you, thank you so much for watching from Edgbaston, wherever you may be. Goodbye.